Hello, my name is Matthew Mark McWhorter. I'm a retired corporate attorney. I've been an atheist until one day, late in life, I decided to read those books I was named after. I learned a lot about Christianity and got involved in the case for Christianity, trying to figure out whether or not any of this is actually true. I reviewed as much of the evidence as I could and tried to assess whether or not the Gospels and the epistles are actually authentic eyewitness testimony from the true, authentic apostles who were eyewitnesses to the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Now, for my purposes, we're going to assume two things. Number one, that we have the kind of Protestant who wants to prove that Christianity is true and is taking the case for Christianity as their goal. This is the historical basis for Christianity. If it's not true, then Christianity is not true. Second thing is that we assume the opponent is a skeptic, not a Catholic. And that is very important. Too many of these canon discussions are assuming a Catholic opponent, and that's causing a lot of errors. So in this case, think of me as the skeptic's lawyer or as playing devil's advocate here, and I'm not trying to prove that the Catholic Apocrypha are canon or inspired or should be part of the Bible. That's looking forward in time from this evidence. And it's very easy for all of us, including myself, to get sidetracked or distracted by that issue, or confused, frankly, and jump into that discussion. But that's not really the point here. The point is that the skeptic is challenging the Christian case. The skeptic's strategy is pretty simple. He's going to ask one basic question. That question is not going to relate to the canon. It's not going to be about your Bible, and it's not going to be about what is divinely inspired. Instead, it's a simple mechanical question looking backwards in time. He's asking, were the Apocrypha authentic apostolic preaching? Was it preached by Jesus and the apostles and handed down? If your answer to that question is no, then the skeptic has a line of attack. What he's going to do is he's going to show to the judge all of the evidence that would tend to authenticate the Apocrypha as authentically apostolic. And he's going to take that collection of evidence and he's going to compare that to the collection of evidence that you're using to try to prove that the Gospels and the epistles are authentically apostolic. And it is that comparison between those two collections that will determine what the judge rules and whether or not he or she determines that Jesus Christ truly rose from the dead. So before you defend the case for Christ, you're going to have to examine the evidence, which I lay out all for you in my book, Canon Crossfire, available at canoncrossfire.com.